Well, listen, we talk about a lot on this show that impacts you, your family, your marriage, and it's no surprise that kids, you know this since you've had Avery, can impact your relationship. They need a lot of attention and care.
Yes.
But especially if you have a kid with special needs or autism, the intensity of all that can be even greater.
Yes, our sex and marriage therapist, Leslie Gustafson, is here, and she brought her husband, Doug. They are parents to a son, Jacob, who has autism, and they're here to tell their story.
Good to see you, too.
It's cool to be here. It's cool to have you on the couch with us, Doug.
Good to be here. Well, children change your life, right?
Yeah.
So imagine children not only changing your life because of the energy that it takes, the focus that it takes, but imagine having a special needs child where the demands are even greater, the focus is even greater. Get this statistic, almost 22% of all families have at least one special needs child in the home. 22%.
Yeah, that's a lot of families.
It's high, and they range from high-functioning kids like our son, who's a very high-functioning autistic son, who's 14, a great young man, all the way to low-functioning, which means the demands are even greater on a family and on a marriage.
I think it's common for any couple that the child becomes their life.
Yes.
And especially I think with a child who needs extra attention. Can there be a danger of the focus becomes so much on the child and his or her needs that you two suffer?
Yes, and I think originally when you get the diagnosis too, for moms in particular, but dads, you kind of go into this panic crisis mode of trying to fix and do interventions, and you can really lose sight of, you know, embracing your child and highlighting their strengths and taking care of yourself too, because when the child becomes the whole focus, then it's such a child-directed family, and it can be kind of about the challenges every day, and that can be kind of hard and dark. And instead, you want to be able to come together as a marriage and be bringing the focus around positivity and fun and lightness, creating your own culture in the home and having it not be all about that. For us, an important ingredient is faith, so that keeps us buoyed up and keeps us enlivened around what we're doing and not in the trenches of the hardship of it.
Right.
So often the marriage gets the leftovers.
Yes.
Right.
So imagine a marriage as the supreme sort of resource for dealing with the demands of parenting, so that you're prioritizing love, you're prioritizing passion, and you fill up the marriage tank so you have fuel to give each other and you have fuel to give your children. That's
Should you make time specifically, I guess with any child, but in particular a child with special needs, as a couple, we need a certain amount of time a day where it's just the two of us?
Absolutely. You need to be kind of a really tight marital team. I mean, that you are the glue of this, and you need to be really working and really loving each other and really devoted to each other. I mean, he is my rock, and we really lean into each other, and it strengthens us both to be able to be great parents, awesome parents.
Makes sense.
Right.
Jacob is here in studio. You want
He is.
Come on out here, buddy.
Please do,
Wait for his moment.
Have a seat.
Have a seat, buddy. Good to see you.
Why don't you go sit right?
No, the other chair.
Can you tell
Can you tell we don't know what we're doing, Jacob? That's sort of how we roll around here. So, are you in school right now?
I'm homeschooled.
Excellent. And so, what year is that the equivalent of?
8th grade.
8th grade.
And you're
Excellent.
14?
14 years old.
That's cool.
And almost 6 feet, so crazy.
Yeah, you are very tall. That's cool.
I look up to him.
I bet so. I'll tell you what, you're great on this show for couples and for parents too, and we thank you, Jacob, for coming on, and you as well. Great advice. This conversation continues on both Twitter and Facebook. Give me your Twitter handle again.
Authentic True.
One more thing, if I can add, that don't go it alone.
Yeah.
Seek out organizations, people, support that you can lean on and learn from and get support and help from.
And we're going to be down at Canyon Fitness tonight in Castle Pines is having a really fun event for autism, live band. It's free if you want to connect, meet new friends, and have a great time tonight. We'll be there.
Awesome.
We'd love to meet you.
Very cool.
So cool, guys. Good luck, and hopefully they'll find a seat for you tonight easier than we did, Jacob. We're coming right back after the break. Stick around.